Hello and welcome. I hope that my voice is audible this video. I turned the mic up a little bit, so hopefully it's not too loud, and hopefully this video it actually overcomes the volume of the game. If worse comes to worse, I can just lower the volume in the game, and hopefully that fixes it. Okay, so today we are going to be running through Armored Core Nexus, and we're going to be using the mod that was graciously provided and developed by a friend of mine. And we're going to be just primarily screwing around this video. I'll be using it regularly as the video goes on, and if there's any questions, I'll be happy to answer, and if anyone wants me to try anything, I'll be happy to try it out and screw around to see, what I can and cannot do, and just general kind of messing around stuff like that. Other than that, not really much else other than just trying to have some fun. I decided to put it up as a YouTube live stream, just primarily to show it off some more and just to have some fun. If anyone wants to join, feel free to, and if anyone has any suggestions or something or questions, just put it in the chat and I'll eventually get around to seeing it and tell you what's up. Other than that, yeah. Today, that's what we are doing. Now, let's turn on music. Since it was a little too loud last time, I'm going to turn it down to about 67 on both of them. Let's see here. What AC do we have loaded up right now? We have this one. Okay. I also have Human Plus enabled, so no need to worry about that. I do have some mods enabled just for fun. We are just messing around. We're like not even being serious. We're just kind of screwing around this stream. Let's see here. Let's equip something else. Equip that and that. There we go. So to start stuff off, let's do this one. Alright. So, let's do it. It's nice to see you, buddy. Woo! Alright, so that's just me kind of screwing around a little bit. I might disable some of the cheat codes in order just to show off what some of this stuff actually does, like the extra radiator fins. They're very useful in certain situations. But right now I have certain other cheat codes enabled. This right here is pretty much the mod It's this script right here that works in Cheat Engine and Luna Engine and stuff right here. This is pretty much the script. If you can't find it on my friend's channel, which my friend's channel who made this, it should be there. There's no sound coming from out of the game. Uh, hold up. Let me check that. But yeah, what I was about. Well, let me finish what I was saying. There should be sound coming out of there. But if you can't find this code, if you can't find the script for this, then just tell me and I will put it in the comment section or something. If you can't find the script. I'm going to restart the game and maybe that'll fix it. Enable cheats. We can disable the cheats for now. Let's see here. Boot fast. Yeah, whatever. Hopefully that fixes the no sound from the game issue. Ah, I know what's going on. The game is just really quiet. Let's see. Is that better? Let me open up Sound Manager. Alright. How about now? Alright, so I boosted it up now. Hopefully that fixes the sound issue. And I hope that my voice is still coming in audibly well. So, I've turned it up to over half. Is the sound coming from the game any louder now? I'm trying to preview it. I can't seem to tell. Alright, hopefully this has pretty much fixed the issue for now. But, so basically every time after you go into a mission, you have to go back and reactivate the script. I'm just going to move it over here so that it's less intrusive. So we execute the script while we're in the garage, and this will then activate the script and it will run, and that's whenever it should work. See? And every time you go into the garage, the game sound doesn't play when you put it on full screen. Oh. Okay. It's weird. I'm having some really just strange audio problems with my computer lately. The sound manager, the normal sound manager, doesn't even come up anymore on my PC, and I don't know what to do about that. It just doesn't work anymore. Hopefully this fixes it. I just restarted the whole entire emulator. So hopefully this has fixed it now, and we no longer have a audio problem. Hopefully. I'm pretty sure we now no longer have an audio issue. I hope so, because it's really loud in my headphones. Sorry about the audio problem. Alright, so we're gonna get back to trying to play. I don't know what to do about the audio issues. I'm trying desperately to fix some of the stupid shit that goes on my PC. Sorry about the audio problem. Let's see here. Alright, so let me go into OBS, and we're gonna lower my fucking mic, because my mic might be too loud. I don't know what to do about the audio issues. I'm trying desperately to fix some of the stupid shit that goes on my PC. There we go. Now we have a feedback problem. Alright, whatever. So you run the script, and every time you run the script, when you go back into the garage, the parts are gonna reappear. Because from what I understand, they use the other parts, like they use this part, like the YH7052, and they use like the links. They like use those as a basis to build off of. Something like that. I don't fully understand it, but apparently that's partially how it works, is that it uses those to like build off of and make the mod work properly. So now that we've sorted that out, I think for the most part, we're gonna get back to actually playing around in the game. Right here, so this is from the demo. This is a linear rifle, and it's the MWGRF VIX, for like the Vixen, because that's Stinger's AC, and this is pretty much his rifle. And it was put in the demo. From what I understand, it was in the demo. And then we have the silent handgun. Now, every time I choose this, a different weapon seems to come up in its place other than the actual weapon. So it's a little weird. So I don't know if I'll be able to actually get it, the actual silent handgun, or not, to work. But yeah, other than that, we have the linear rifle. This one actually works, and this one's actually a pretty nice gun. I'll be showing that one off, and I'll be, I guess I could directly compare it to the one that actually made it in the game, the actual dragon rifle that made it into the actual game. If you look at them, their colors are even actually slightly different. That one's more like metallic, and this one's got a more darker blue on its overall surface. It's very subtle, but it's there. They have much drastic stats, which kind of makes it pretty neat. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Give me a moment. I'm trying to sort out audio problems. I'm gonna fucking fix this. Okay. The game sound seems to have just stopped. I'm gonna restart OBS. That might be the only way to get it to work anymore. I hope that this is actually working now. Okay, so that was a big clusterfuck, and that was really, really, really bad. Like, super, super bad. Man, I am so sorry. That was really bad. My computer had a major audio malfunction, and I have no idea what went wrong. I have absolutely no clue what went wrong with my computer. it completely refused to work with the mic on my headset. There's nothing I can do about that. I had no idea that that was gonna end up happening. Apparently it's just something that just randomly went wrong at the wrong time. Well, if anyone's still here watching, I appreciate you sticking around and watching it with me. I'm sorry about the issues. Again, I couldn't fix it. I had to completely restart the computer and reset all the settings for the audio. That's the only way it was able to come back. I'm really sorry. Alright, so now that that's sort of worked out, let's just try to get back to messing around. I looked it up on my phone and the stream sounds fine to me, so we're just gonna roll with it. Oh, God. So now what we're gonna do is, since we closed out everything and restarted the computer, we have to this, yeah. Then we want to go in here, we want to select this one, and then we want to open. We want to go to memory view, and then we want to go to tools, then we want to go down here to Luna Engine. It's going to be nice and blank. So then we're going to want to go. We're going to want to take this script right here, select it, copy. We want to paste it directly in here. It should work just fine. We want to execute, and then ta-da! And that's how it pretty much works. It's really incredibly simple. It's just things start usually going wrong sometimes for me, which makes it look really difficult. I swear, it's really easy to do. I just have lots of issues with some of the stuff on my computer just for no reason, and I don't know why. So now that we've gotten the random audio problem sorted, we can now get on to messing around in the game now. So there's a wide selection of parts that that are from Armored Core Silent Line, and there's some parts from the demo, and one of them is the linear rifle that I'm about to pull out. It's right here. it looks like the Dragon, but it's actually a linear rifle, and it's actually a really good linear rifle. It's really good for a linear rifle. And to show it off, sort of, we're going to take it on a mission. We're going to go underground. We're going to assault Murakumo's base. Yeah, let's do this one. The rescue kidnap operative. So now we're going to go in here and we're going to fire this up. And hopefully audio is coming through very well. Let me check it real quick on my phone.
Raven, do you copy? We've managed to introduce a virus into their security system. This should buy you a little breathing room.
So you can see the other one is a laser rifle right here. That's a laser rifle. This one is a linear rifle. It is a very good linear rifle on top of that. My aim's a little shit right now. I'm just very ever so slightly stressed out because of the computer. Down in here, drop down here. Here, we're going to clear up these guys. See, we're about to run out of ammo on our linear rifle. We better take care of the last guy.
We're too late. They're already done.
see with these enabled, he can't lock onto me, and it's much harder for him to hit me. But that doesn't mean he can't shoot at me and still aim in my general direction. Alright, well, we can't kill him. We ran out of ammo. But you see the idea. So the extensions, the Crow extensions, they actually work on both ACs and MTs, which is actually pretty cool. So since we are now back in the garage, we want to execute the script again. Right there, like that. We want to just click it once, and it brings it to sort of like a normal operation. One of the really neat things is that some of this other stuff also shows up as hanger weapons. And now this isn't actually a flamethrower. This is actually the Moonlight Laser Blade, but for some reason it shows up as the flamethrower from the older game. I don't know why, it just does. Let's see here. We're gonna re-equip that one. The silent handgun, every time I equip this, another weapon usually comes and fills its place. I don't know why that is. It's here, but you can see its stats, but I don't know. Like, let me equip it, and I'll go do a mission. Let's see here. What's another thing I can equip? Let's go with let's use the ECM assist for this next one. Let's see, let's go and want to do this one. Can we do this one? Do we have enough ammo? Yeah.
Raven, we'd like you to
I'm sure we have enough ammo for this. Alright, so now we're gonna jump in here and do this mission.
Main system engaging combat.
So right now we have the ECM assist equipped, and we're gonna test them out. You can see right now I am totally jammed out. I can't really lock anything for very long at all. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna activate these, and while we have these activated, they give us a moment of locking capabilities. See, I equipped the silent handgun, but this laser rifle is equipped in its place. I don't know why that is. It just is. Now we're out of ECM assist, so now we're just going to move throughout the facility and destroy all the fuels.
Enemy reinforcements detected from the northwest.
Like they could stop me. Never really, I was always so confused of like, man, they're sending these guys out to die in those things. Oh man. If I was ever actually like in the Armored Core universe and they wanted to send me out in one of those shitty little MTs, I'd be like, what the hell are you trying to get me to do? I'm not dying. Send me out there in one of those shit walkers just to get screwed. Like, if you were a dude with any kind of common sense, you would be like, hell no.
Nice work, Raven. Clear out.
Right now, I have the G-Max and the float legs, as I think they're labeled in the game, which is just kind of odd, but you know, whatever. They're really cool looking. They do not have very good defensive stats. Like, honestly, their defensive stats are just awful, but they have very good mobility.
Mission objective achieved.
So we're gonna finish this out, and we're gonna try some other stuff just to have fun. Alright, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna run back to the garage and we're gonna go screw around in there. Let's see. What other stuff can we do while in the garage? Alright, so now that we made it back to the garage, we gotta reactivate the mod. Now this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show you one other weird thing that you can do with this. If you double click it, it still does it all for the most part. But whenever you just do it normally, your medium weight arms disappear, but if you double click it, they reappear. I don't know why, but they do. But the weapon arms that usually take the place of the medium weight arms are no longer here. They just downright disappear. If you do it like this, they're no longer here, but at least you have your medium weight arms back, and weapons like the normal standard armored Core Nexus weapons also appear whenever you double click it like this, which can make it sort of useful if you still want to like have most of the, like if you still want to have the mod enabled and still be able to use the G-Max and like the legs, the MLR, 2LR legs. It's pretty useful if you want to be able to still use those things, but like you don't like the weapons being a little weird because they're from like Silent Line and the demos and stuff, so they're a little bit weird. Like with the Silent Handgun, no matter what I did, no matter what weapon I pick ever, it never equips it, so I don't know what's up with that. So right now we're gonna move on to, let's see. See, right now we have the standard weapon list with the standard weapons. So now we're just gonna kind of mess around. Let's see. I think I'll show another thing off. One of the other cool things about this is it kind of lets you equip some primary weapons as hanger weapons as well, which is actually really cool and useful. Let's see here. You have a sniper rifle and the Hitten, the rapid fire rifle for the left arm as hanger units. For the right arm, you have like a whole entire set of rifles and sniper rifles you can equip as hangers. You have this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. And the list just goes on for hanger weapons. Yeah, like you have a much improved selection. And like for sniper missions, it's actually really nice to have this. Let's go with up here. Let's select something. we'll just select that, and then we'll go down here, and then we'll this. We have like basically the best sniper rifles for hangar weapons if we need them. Like this one and this one are pretty good. So let's see here. Let's get those. What other sniper rifle should I use? There's one other one that I really like. It's kind of like a burst fire one. Let me find it. Somewhere around here. All the weapon categories are totally mismatched up. The weapons are just sort of all over the place. Ah, there it is. And here's the normal version of the dragon for this arm. If you double click it twice like that, like I just did, the normal weapons reappear, but then you have this really neat thing where you can use a lot of the weapons as hanger weapons. So now let's equip this one because that one's a really good sniper rifle. Alright, so we're going to do that and that. Let's see here, what extensions shall we equip for this mission? We're gonna do the sniper mission where we're gonna snipe out bombs in the air. So what shall we equip? Fuck it, we're gonna equip those. So yeah, we have the G-Max and the legs, but the arms for the prototype, they do not appear. They refuse to appear whenever you double click it like I just did. Let's equip a better generator like this one. And the thing is, with Human Plus enabled, you can have like the absolute just most garbage generator and radiator on the planet, and it will still get you places. That's just like the best thing about Human Plus. It will still get you places even with the shittiest fucking generator and radiator that you can equip on your AC unit, and you will still get places. Let's see here. Protect gun emplacement, blah blah blah. So in this mission, we're going to be intercepting some high-altitude bombs that are dropping from the sky. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to be just sniping them out of the sky. In this mission, we're probably going to run out of ammo for some of our weapons, and we'll just have full-fledged sniper rifles as backups. These legs are very mobile. Ain't that a picture right there? There they are. Yeah, they're freaking everywhere, so now we're having to snipe them out of the sky before they can hit the base. We are pretty much almost completely out of range of our other sniper rifle, so we're just going to stop firing it.
Raven, heads up! The monorail is laden.
Yeah, I know. So just to show that it works, we're gonna purge this one. Full-fledged sniper rifle. Purge that one. Other sniper rifle. Yeah, ain't that neat? That's pretty cool now, isn't it? So we have full-fledged sniper rifles as our hangers now, and we can do that with any of the other full-fledged weapons that we can find and equip on our AC as hanger weapons. I see, that was so hard now, was it?
Mission objective achieved. System switch to normal mode.
Alright, so that's just kind of like a demonstration of it. Of the sniper rifles, basically. So now we're going to go back into the garage. And because now we're in the garage, we're going to need to do the thing where we hit the mod manager again. One of the weird things that occurs also is that even after you disable the mod, the weapons will still remain in their hangars. But if you leave the garage and you go back, it should change, I think. No? Well, anyways, if you do it like this and you try to go into a mission, the hanger weapons will change to some other random primary weapon. And that's just me knowing from fucking around with it. Now here's another weird thing that you can do. Let's say, if you equip these blade arms are really weird. If you equip these blade arms, and let me go over here and just, let me equip an actual generator that we can use. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that'll be fine. So what we're gonna do is now we're gonna just go outside the garage and we're gonna activate it now here. And this is where it gets a little odd. If we execute it once outside of the garage, don't go back into the garage or else it'll crash the game. But if we do it once outside of the garage, and then we go do a mission with those blade arms equipped, I think something odd is going to happen.
Main system engaging combat.
No, I didn't do it right. So, let me go back to the garage real quick. I need to equip a certain arms. I need to equip certain arms for this to work. It's like a really odd thing. But once I do it, you'll see. Another thing is that if you equip these parts and then go into a mission after having activated the mod, you'll just show up with these equipped. You won't have those parts. So whenever you have the mod enabled, you can no longer use this head part or these legs or like any of these normal midway arms. They just don't appear for some reason. They just don't show up. But if you do it a certain way, you should be able to. Like, if you double click it whenever you're going to enable the mod, you should be able to keep the midway arms, and you should be able to keep the normal weapons, and be able to do the really neat hanger weapon things. But other than that, yeah, there's not really any other way around it. So, let's see. We're gonna do it like this. Right here. Now we're gonna enable the mod while not doing that. This, I think, should actually do it. And we're gonna discover something really quite unique is a good word. If this works, it should, because it just finished loading. Yeah, here we go. And so here are the weirdo weapon arms with what I can only assume is either garbled text or Japanese, and I can't read either. So if someone can, then please do tell me so. But yeah, so we have a stick figure who is laying down on his back. He's just kind of doing a little pose where the weapon display would be. It's very very interesting. So yeah, that's a thing now. So now we're gonna go over here and we're gonna attack this dude. So watch this. Yeah. Check this out. We shoot fucking plasma bolts from our laser blades now. Not saying that you don't have normal laser blades. Now our laser blades are plasma bolt laser blades. They explode whenever you use them, and they're like completely silver white colored. It's really cool. So now that we're doing this, we can shoot out plasma bolts from our fucking laser blades as we use them now. It's really neat. So now we're gonna run over here. We're gonna kill this dude. All right, but yeah, let me just overboost away from this guy really quick. So yeah, we now have plasma fucking laser blades. Ain't that cool, huh? Whenever I first experimented with it, this was actually an accident. I did not mean to discover this. I had no idea that this was here. But one time I accidentally equipped those arm parts outside of the garage. And yeah, this is what happened. It's very interesting. I had no idea that, like, yeah, I see we are actually shooting plasma bolts right now out of our laser blades. It's very interesting. Wait, let's see if I can hit this guy with it. Yes, I can. Let's see if we can kill him with this. Of course, it's a little difficult to aim. Do it like that. Yeah, let's do it like that. No. Yeah, see? Ain't that something? And there's the fucking stick figure just laying down right there, stripping me out. I find it hilarious that such a thing is just in here. I had no idea that this was here. It's just so random and funny. And these laser blades are so cool. I just kind of figured this out. It was really random. And it's just really cool. But I'm happy I was able to finally figure it out. So there's that. So now I've pretty much showed off like the three main things that this does. Now if we go back and activate it normally, let's build the Kisaragi prototype now. Now in order to build the Kisaragi prototype, you want to go in here and you want to first like unequip all of this. So now we want to go in here and we want to hit this and just hit it once. Just hit the script once inside the garage, and now we will now have the Hauser weapon arms back. I think those were in Silent Line and 3, and now we'll have these brand new weapon arms. Now these are distinctively different from the in-game enemy. I was really hoping for the pulse rifle weapon arms, but apparently this is just the garage version. Even the mod maker, he said that he has no idea. Like, he had no idea about it, but apparently that's just what they are in the garage now. I was really hoping for the pulse rifle weapon arms, but apparently this is just what was in here. Whenever he was doing the mod, he was like, oh, I thought I found it. By the time he was done doing it, and it was like, oh, these are wrong. But they literally are identical. They're the same physical model. Physically, they are completely identical in pretty much every single way, as well as the legs. Now, I gotta say something about the legs. The legs have a camouflage, like, they have a legitimate camouflage glitch. They don't work properly. Now, you're probably saying, hey, well, they look pretty fine to me. Well, that's because on those ACs, I have, like, I either have the whole entire AC unit in camouflage, or like, the legs completely whited out in certain areas, or colored, like, completely extracted out in certain areas, so that it doesn't look like it's camouflaged. And if you switch the legs over to a camouflage, along with the rest of the AC, it glitches the legs out and they don't have a texture anymore. So basically what I'm saying is you need to keep the legs on normal and then switch the rest of the AC to camouflage. And so that way your AC paint will at least all match and the legs won't have like a missing texture. Because that will happen if you don't do that. I don't know why, it's just, I guess it's broken. But that will happen if you do that. So let's go back here and not do this one. Let's go over here.
A subject involved in Next Generation Plus.
Let's go in here and let's do this mission. Alright, so let's take out this dude. So yeah, here it is. Here's the Razanka, I think it's called, or pronounced. Here it is. That's it's literally as close as you can get to having the prototype, because texture-wise, it is. I don't know about stat-wise, but texture-wise, it is. The arm parts are the same model used on that AC's arm parts. And there's also this really extra cool function where you can activate the second mode. Yeah, these actually have a hidden second mode on them, like every other weapon arm, where another pair of smaller arms actually comes out underneath them, like in the line art. There was line art for this, and whenever you deploy the secondary weapon arms, these smaller other arms come out, and it lets you shoot faster. But you also shoot more ammo at the same time. So if you're not careful when using those, you'll just straight up run out of ammo. One other thing I've discovered with these, it can be hard to hit mobile targets like this, so you will more than likely run out of ammo. But they are very powerful. If you can just hit your target enough times, it will kill them. Like, for weapon arms that aren't actually used in the game anywhere, these are actually really nice. See, on my last shot I killed the dude.
Target destroyed.
They're very nice for weapon arms that were never actually
Mission objective
used.
achieved. System switch to normal mode.
Alright, so now we're gonna head back to the garage and we're gonna screw around in there some more. But yeah, that's basically as close as you can get to having the prototype AC. You can see that there's absolutely nothing equipped. There's just nothing equipped other than the core part now. Oh no. So yeah, this is what you have to deal with. Every time you go back in the garage, you're gonna have to put it back together. But thankfully, it's like the second part that shows up, which I think that's why he did it, is so you didn't have to like scroll through and have to do it all over again. So now let's equip some extensions. Let's see, let's do these because I like the way these look on there. They're nice. They're a nice extension, and I like the way they blend on with the wing look. So we'll equip them, and I should also show you what they look like with insides. Since we're going with the full Kisaragi theme here, we're gonna equip the ECM rockets, which are actually pretty nice. And let's see, let's equip some back weapons. Oh yeah, and let me show you this booster. We have the Drake booster. Now, interesting thing about the Drake, it is literally the worst thruster. Literally, this is the lowest powered thruster that you can have. I have no idea what's going on with this CBT-01 UNS. This, for some reason, has really wildly adjusted stats. But this right here, it looks like the CRB-81, but the CBT Drake OX, I think, yes, OX, has literally the worst power of any booster that you can equip. And it's just so garbage. This is the best, it's the nicest way I can put it. It's just, it is so garbage. It is just really bad. But the thing about it is that no matter what thruster that you equip, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what thruster that you equip on this AC, because these are hover legs, and as you know, with hover and tank legs, your thrusters do not matter. Even though you can equip thrusters in the garage, they don't add to your thrust. They do add to your energy drain and weight, but they don't add to your thrust. So equipping really light, low energy consuming thrusters is actually pretty nice. So now we're gonna compare the MLR to LR legs, and we're gonna compare them to the other hover legs, or should I say the float legs to the hover legs. So now we're gonna compare them directly with the Walrus 2. You can see that the Walrus 2 has pretty much better specs in almost every other area than, what is it? It's worse on movement drain, moving ability, defense stability, and charge drain and boost speed. It is pretty much almost exactly the same story for the LN99 M2, except that your moving ability for these is even better than those. Same for this one. Let's see here. Not the same for this one. This one has worse moving ability, and basically it's just, they have such bad defensive stats. Like, their AP is so low, I think just their defensive stats altogether, they're just not very good. They're a little bit better than some of these in certain areas, but most of these are honestly just better. It's a little sad to think about such cool leg parts, but they actually kind of suck a little bit. They're not very good. They do at least, I would argue that they are at least a little bit better than like the first one or the first two. I would argue that they are a little bit better than these, but the only other leg parts that kind of look like them, which is pretty much like, this is my second favorite leg parts, and I would always have this equipped because these looked the closest to those whenever I was doing like Kisaragi builds and shit like a long time ago. I would always use these because they were the only buy-upped like leg-like hover legs. They were the only other like buy-up hover legs that didn't have like all these other kind of weird features on them. So I'd always end up equipping these. So now that we're gonna directly compare them, you can really see that the other hover legs, they're not very excellent. Now, I'm not saying that they aren't very good. They have excellent mobility. Like, they're sort of in the mid-range when it comes to mobility for hover legs, but still, they have really good mobility. They're pretty, like, some of this stuff is really irregular for stats, but it's still pretty fun to use. So now that we've kind of gone over that a little bit, and yeah, you can equip any thruster that you want, and it doesn't change your booster speed. Unfortunately, you can't have those and these at the same time. Although that would be really cool, and I don't see a reason why you can't. You just can't. So whatever thruster, it doesn't matter when it comes to your booster, like actual boost power. But if you can tell, it affects your EN supply and your EN consumption. So yeah. I have no idea why it does affect those, even though it doesn't actually show up equipped, but it does. Alright, so now we're going to show off some other stuff. Let's see here. We have some rocket launchers and some missile launchers, an ammo pack. Those are from like Silent Line. Let's see here. We have the older back-mounted weapons right here. They are completely different. stat-wise and everything, and I think these are from Silent Line. My personal favorite is the straight-firing machine gun. That is my personal favorite, is the straight-firing machine gun. Because forever, in the mission where you fight Wildcat, ever since I started playing that, in the mission where you fight Wildcat, he has this version of the chain gun. He has this version of the chain gun equipped on him, where it shoots straight. His chain gun shoots straight. The normal chain gun does not shoot straight. I will demonstrate it. Let's see, let's go grab the normal version of the chain gun. It's right here. And now we can directly compare their specs. This is the normal one that's in Nexus. And then here's the older one. The older one is heavier. It uses a lot less power. It has much greater ammunition. Its ammo price is a lot more. Let's see here. Oh yeah, and its attack power is better. And one other really great beneficial thing, yeah, you usually want to choose like a balance between energy consumption and booster power, but this is just primarily me just screwing around at the moment. But yeah, basically, like, you can just tell that they're different, and they don't have this. They don't have mag capacity and mag reload time. Those are the important stats that you want to take notice of right there, is mag capacity and mag reload time. Because the good ones, they don't have that. So now we're going to go straight into a mission, and I'm going to show this off.
Main system engaging combat mode.
Raven.
Alright, so here's the ECM rockets in effect, and then bam. See, now he can't target anyone. So here's the good chain gun. See, we can continue firing basically until we run out of ammo. And then here's the shit one.
Opponent will attempt to maintain fixed range combat. Target destroyed.
You have to stop every 2 seconds, and it's nowhere near as accurate. One weird thing about Wildcat and some of the other ACs that you'll encounter in the bonus missions, they are unaffected. They are completely unaffected by ECM and generator jam and stuff like that. It just doesn't affect them. They're completely unaffected. See, you have to stop every like 10 seconds in order to actually fire this one. You don't. And it's extremely accurate.
Target destroyed.
There's the radiator extensions in action right there, cooling me off so I don't overheat. They work pretty well, respectively.
Mission objective achieved. System switch to normal mode.
Alright, so now that we've done and shown that, we're gonna go back into the garage and we're gonna screw around a little more. So now that we've done this, let's check our chat first of all. Let's see who else is typed in there. Do we have anyone else in the chat? No. We do have Megalith, but he's going to sleep. Good night, buddy. So, what should we equip on our AC now? Let's go with, let's just go with this next one. Right now, we are gonna show off the difference between the Karasu, or the Karasa, however you want to pronounce it. We're gonna show off the difference between the Karasu weapons. These really powerful laser rifles. The Karasawa, however you want to say it, they have vastly different stats than each other. This one has only 30 ammo, its attack power is only 1,400, its firing interval is 72, its range is 550, attack heat is 9,000. If we go up here, the attack heat is significantly less, it's only 14, but its attack power is 1,600, it's 1,000 more, it has 50 ammo, its firing interval is only 55, its usage range is 1,400, its range is 550. Okay, and you can see that this one is heavier and its usage range is a little bit less. This one is lighter and its usage range is a little bit more. So it's a little interesting. So now we're gonna go fuck around. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take these. Like I said, it doesn't matter what booster you have equipped as long as you have these legs equipped. It doesn't matter what thrusters that you have on. Let's equip a better radiator this time because we're actually going to be fighting against real enemies. And let's equip some let's equip those. Let's equip the Vixen arms. Do we need that chain gun? No, we can disable it. And whenever I do this, I can do you another comparison with another weapon, which is actually in here. Let's equip this one. Now, in order for this to work, like, you can do it, and sometimes it'll work without that, but it's best if you go and equip both parts of a back weapon. Now, it might look really cool at first to just say fuck it, and you can like go over here and equip another back weapon. Like, this would be such a cool option to do. You can have like part of the dual missile launchers for that side, and then the back laser cannon for that side. That would be really fucking cool. But unfortunately, it just doesn't work right, and I don't suggest doing it because it may or may not crash your game, or you might have bad side effects. We'll just leave it at that. So yeah, you have to equip both halves of a weapon whenever it's dual like that, because they just come in separately for some reason. But we're gonna compare these. We're gonna compare the old. We're gonna compare the old CWX L. What is it? LIC3. We're gonna compare that one, which that one was in Silent Line, and we're gonna compare that one with the new CRWB W98LX. Its weight is a lot better, but its energy drain is worse. It has a lot less attack power, but it has enhanced ammo capacity. The only, like, you think, oh, well, that's pretty great. And the other one has really good attack range. But this one has significant attack heat with all Nexus weapons. For some reason, Nexus's weapons, whenever they overhauled them, they gave them, like, stupid attack heat. But this one has, like triple the ammo capacity of the other one. Even though its attack power might not be the same, its ammo stores are they make the weapon so much more viable in combat because the ammo stores are just that much bigger. It's just so much better. So the other weapon's attack power is actually 6,400. It is only like it's only about, it's a little bit, it's only 1,400 more. So we're talking about 1 and not even a half worth of just extra attack power that you can focus on a target, and you only have 3 shots. Now, given if you land those 3 shots, they will be absolutely devastating with this weapon, because this weapon is just stupidly powerful. On top of that, like, even though its attack heat is so much significantly less, it has much greater range. It has much greater range, so you could literally hit people from much farther away. And we're going to be testing that out in this next mission. Let's see, and here are the Crow extensions. These are probably some of my favorite extensions, just because they're kind of really cool looking. Admittedly, they are really cool looking, and they just scream Silent Line, because whenever you think Armored Core Silent Line, these are pretty much the first thing that pop into your head, along with the AC. Along with the original Karasu, which is what we have right here, the Karasawa. We have the original Karasawa from that game and the Crow. And they were just so much better in that game. They adjusted the stats for Nexus, which makes them kind of suck a little bit. Which means if you've ever played Silent Line and then started playing Nexus and noticed that your weapons started feeling different, it's because they are different weapons entirely. So yeah, that pretty much wraps that up for comparisons at the moment. We're just gonna jump right into a mission here. Let's first off, let's equip. Oh, we can't equip other stuff on this core. Huh, stupid me. So let's try not to run out of ammo. Actually, let's equip a different core. Let's equip something else that has ammo storage. Let's see, let's equip this one. Yeah. So now what we can do that, we can go over here. We have a choice of Housers. Let's equip a Hauser. Now, for those of you who remember, Housers were, for some reason, taken out of Nexus. I have to assume that it has to do with some sort of balancing that they were doing with the game at the time. Housers were thus taken out of the final production of the game, but they're still in here. This is what this mod does, is it just kind of re-gives them back to you. They're still in here, and I think I said this earlier. We have the spread shot Housers, the like smaller heat Housers. These are other spread shot like Housers, and this is not a flamethrower. Even though it looks like a flamethrower, it might be labeled a flamethrower. It's not a flamethrower. It's the Moonlight Laser Blade. So now that we have done that and covered that, we're gonna go in here, and even though this is the older version of that one plasma rifle from the other game, it's not. It's really not. When you equip it, a different weapon appears. For some reason, it's really weird. Like the silent handgun, it's really strange. It doesn't work like you'd advertise, but this one does. This is the old version of the competing model that Crash made against the Kurajima. It actually works. And then here's like a this is just like a smaller, like handgun sized Hauser. It's just another smaller hand mounted Hauser. It's only got like so much attack power, but it's actually really light. It uses very little power, and it has 60 ammo. 60 ammo, which is a lot. So we're just gonna kind of leave it like that. And if you ever compare the stats with this weapon and then against the one that's in Nexus, this weapon, the original version of this weapon, it just kind of sucks compared to that one. Compared to its newer counterpart. That's one of the few weapons in which it actually kind of holds, it doesn't like hold its own against the newer weapons, which is a little sad. Like, aw. Because you really wanted it, like, you know, when you're screwing around, you're like, oh, I really wanted this to work. Unfortunately, it's just not that good. Alright, let's go do a mission. Let's destroy Phantasma. How about that? Let's do this one.
We're not sure how to...
Where you have to fight 2 Phantasma units. Sorry about the noise from my chair and fans and shit.
Take out the security patrols. That will force them
We
to
are in
reveal Phantasma.
winter. It is winter here, but it is also Texas, and anyone who's ever lived in Texas knows that being winter and in Texas, it is still fucking balls hot. Why? Because we're in fucking Texas, and it's always fucking hot here for some stupid reason. I really should have equipped a better fucking generator for this. Die. The airplanes in this map are always so fucking annoying. Where do they even all come from? Shit. Oh my god. And then when you think you've destroyed them all, you haven't. That should be the last of those. Hate those things. Alright, now some more fucking of those. Yeah, there they are. There's one anyways. Alright, so now we got Phantasma to show up. Oh, and there goes the music glitching out again, but that's a common glitch. And then here's the other weird glitch that will occur. Depending on what weapons and parts you equip whenever you have the mod enabled.
Raven, there are 2 of them.
Whenever you have the mod enabled, depending on what parts and weapons you have equipped, the fucking textures will just outright disappear or just fail to load properly. And here's me just owning Phantasma. I say that as I'm about to get murdered, aren't I? See, there it is. There's a Hauser. It's a real Hauser. It actually works. This one's the powerful one, too. But yeah, the Crow extensions work on MTs as well as most ACs.
That was too close.
It's just for some reason some of the weirdo ACs.
Finally finished.
Some of the weirdo ACs that will show up in the remake missions, they just they don't work. Like, you can't use the ECM rockets or the generator jam that you have, or even the Crow extensions against them. It just doesn't work. I don't know why it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. They have like some sort of weird immunity to it, which is just kind of odd. I don't know what to put there other than they just don't. They're just not effective against them, which is just, it just kind of strikes me as weird. So now we're gonna go in here, we're gonna execute it once more, and now I'm gonna show you off another weirdo thing. Actually, yeah, fuck that. Let's go over here. Let's go to this AC, and we're gonna equip this, those. Let's go over here, and we're gonna equip. Let's see where. Let's find it. We're gonna equip this. Yes. Because now we're gonna show off another weirdo thing that I have discovered. I basically discovered the ultimate, like, just the ultimate AC killing weapon. I say that lightly, but I mean, it's this thing. It's a plasma rifle, but it looks like a pry blade, but it's a plasma rifle. Now you're like, oh, well, what's so special about it? Let me just find another plasma rifle. Here's the other plasma rifle. Notice the firing interval. I just want you to look at the firing interval. It is 0. This is a weapon that has 0 firing interval. Now, what does that mean exactly? Well, it means that you can basically fire this as fast as you can press it, the button. I'm using an original DualShock 2 PS2, like not PS2, PS1 DualShock 2 controller. It's like a million years old, but it's like the first DualShock 2. But anyways, basically, this has 1,988 attack power and 20 ammo. And you can fire it as fast as you can press the button. You are going to slice through your ammo like cheese. But honestly, it is worth it. This weapon kills ACs so fast, it's not even funny. Let's see, let's go into an actual mission. Whatever mission we do, we are gonna run out of ammo with that, like, immediately. Let's equip this. And then let's equip, this. Just to show that I'm not pulling your chain, that actually is the Moonlight Laser Blade. And since we've already used those and those and those, let's equip the Crow again because I really like it. Optional parts. Let's go in here. Let's push that. One of you has to die, and it's gonna be you. No. No. Yes. Alright, so now we have that, so that's great. So, now I'm gonna show you the weirdo reason why this has 0 attack, not 0 attack power, fucking 0 reload time. Let's fight against a good enemy.
Raven, we've just received.
All we have to do is kill a few helicopters and then some like sealed mounted laser turrets in this mission, and then AC is gonna show up. And when this poor fucking AC shows up, we are going to murder it to death with this weirdo plasma weapon.
Entering target area. Deploying AC.
It doesn't really have like a texture. Like some of these weapons, they just don't really have a texture, or they don't load right.
Main system. Engaging combat.
I think they have loaded right for me on occasion, but that's with only like certain maps, and I've never recorded it like actually loading the textures properly. They're always like half-baked. I have no idea why the textures are broken like that. I guess that's just the nature of the mod. Not really too concerned about damage or if I'm missing that much. I've got reserve weapons. But yeah, look, these are real laser blades. They actually work on water. See? These are real hover legs or float legs. They're real. Now you're probably wondering why the water looks so odd. There's a visual glitch with my game, and I can't fix it. There's just some weird ass visual glitch that goes on with my version of Armored Core Nexus, and I don't know what the problem is. It has to do with my PSX2 settings, and I'm not willing to go in there and try and fix it because every time I try to do that, the settings get all fucked up. Alright, where is it?
The unit is equipped with weapon armor.
Ah, shit. Yeah, I think you can see where this is going. Basically, you can fire this weapon as fast as you can press the fucking button. Yeah, you can see how that's a
Mission
little bit
objective
overpowered.
achieved. System switch to normal mode.
Just a tad. You can just tell how that's just slightly overpowered. If I get a really powerful generator, let me just grab a really powerful generator and I'll throw it in the test chamber real quick. Let's grab this one, which is basically the Mac Daddy of all generators because it's just so fucking huge. Let's just equip some random thrusters because, you know, fuck it. Here. Here. Grab it. Let's go do some random mission. Random mission. Let's do this one where you have to fight Wildcat again.
This is an urgent request.
This time we're just gonna deal with the stupid annoying airplanes. I don't even know if those are airplanes. Could you consider those airplanes or are those MTs?
Entering target area. Deploying AC.
Because they're really big and bulky. I know it's PS2 graphics.
Main system. Engaging combat.
And I know they're trying to emulate PS1 stuff. I know they're emulating PS1 enemies and PS2 graphics, so I'm sure it looks weird. I'm sure it just doesn't look right because PS2 graphics, PS1 enemies, whatever. I'm not playing at my best right now. I'm just trying to fuck around, really. Here it comes. There's some of the weird graphical glitching going on.
Wildcat identified.
Here's what this head part actually sounds like. It actually has a special.
Unit equipped weapons corresponding to various ranges.
Yeah, you see, this head part actually has a special, special computer. Yeah. Did you just see that? Let me do it again. Yeah. And then he's basically just fucking obliterated. This AC weapon is so powerful. And look, you can actually see its real texture. This is its real texture. It actually loaded in this time, I think. This is what this weapon is actually supposed to look like.
Refueling complete.
But yeah, that's that weapon, which is just absolutely fucking broken.
We've cleared the depot. Thanks for your help.
Screw you, Morikumo. We all know you're surgically experimenting on people horrifyingly.
Mission objective achieved. System switch to normal mode.
Honestly, anyone who's watching this video already should know the backstories of everything, so I'm not spoiling jack shit. But yeah, this part is really cool looking. Whenever its texture actually loads. But yeah, that's that part. It's really neat. It's a really powerful AC weapon. I've actually cheesed the final boss of the game with it several times. Just recently fucking around with it. You can even kill the Leviathan with it. You just sit there and go, you just press this button as fast as possible. Have like the battery extensions, and just while you have like infinite power for 2 seconds, just aim this weapon in the Leviathan's face and just hit the button, hit your fire button as just fast as possible and spam it just as much as you can. You'll use pretty much all the ammo for it. Like, I think you do use actually literally every single shot for it, but you fire it off so quickly that the Leviathan doesn't have a chance to kill you before you've murdered it to death. It's really cool. It's very, very, very cool. So, yeah. I just thought I'd point that out, that it's really neat. So now we're going to do another mission, and I want to point out something else. These arm parts have the best cooling of any arm parts in the game. They have 1,500. The only other arm parts are those big heavyweight arm parts over there. Those are the only other arm parts in the game that have cooling that go up to 1,000. I think that's with tuning. You go a little bit over that. But these ones, they're just 1,500 like this as is. And you can tune them too. And they'll actually keep their tuning. One of the strange things is that even though these parts will disappear, if you tune them, even though they will disappear in the garage later on, they will actually still keep their tune, which is just really odd. Which I think is pretty cool. And yes, even though it shows that I have the weapon arms and the arm parts equipped and the weapons equipped, it doesn't actually work. Even though I think that would be awesome and I wish you could do it, you can't. So don't even fucking try it. We're gonna do this mission. We're gonna do the mission where your shit overheats really fast and really hard. Pretty much. Wait a minute. We want every single cooling advantage that we can get. Even though we have Human Plus and shit on, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. So now that we're done with that, let's go in there. Our cooling performance should be basically perfect.
Another situation has developed at power plant.
The control system is located in the back. Shut it down as quickly as possible.
Main system engaging combat mode.
Whatever. Where's my buddy?
Target detected report. Range
500. Okay. So now we're gonna do this mission. We basically have perfect cooling. These arm parts have stupid cooling, and we're gonna deploy that. If we do that, they kill those in one shot instead of 2 shots, but you fire like 4 shots at once, which can drain your ammo reserves really fast.
The temperature is rising. You have to hurry.
Yes, I know.
System shutdown confirmed. What?
Now the temperature's gonna start rising. Stupid.
Raven, the temperature isn't dropping. Get out of there now.
Yeah, I know. We really do need to leave because the temperature is gonna start like skyrocketing. I've tested this, I think, like maybe once or twice, and even with our perfect cooling setup, it might not be enough. Wait a minute, our cooling setup might be... I don't know if our cooling setup is enough or not. Let's check. I'm kind of scared to wait around, because I know that at any moment, the temperature could spike to stupid levels. I think we may have gotten to it and shut it down before it might have had a chance to do that. But yeah, basically these fucking arm parts have the best link of any other arm part in the entire game. They're very, very, very nice because of that. And here's a little hidden secret. If you ever wanted a good radiator, ironically enough, in this mission where you will drastically overheat and burn to death, there is a huge ass radiator over here that you can go up to and grab whenever you want to, if you can survive that long. Ironically enough, these radiator extensions are very, very nice. Here's these weapon arms with the secondary part deployed. You always see them like this whenever you're like fighting the Kisaragi AC, but if you ever look at it, it actually still has that. Like, it still has those features on it. Like, the physical model still has that on it. But because the Kisaragi is a little bit different, it's modified. Like, it's a pulse rifle design. You'll never see it ever do this. Ever. This is only on the garage version that you get, and it's a linear gun. Which I'm sure you've all figured that out by now. It appears our cooling is keeping up with the overheating. But just to showcase, see, our radiators do in fact work. They are keeping us cool. If the temperature was to rise a little bit too uncomfortably, like let's say we're boosting, oh no, we're boosting, we're trying to dodge fire. Oh no, our temperatures are getting too high. Activate this. See? Our temperatures immediately drop, even in this huge hot-ass overheating power plant that's probably about to go nuclear on me. I always thought these were extremely useful. And every time I played this mission, like a long time ago, I always thought, damn, if only I had those radiator extensions from Silent Line. I'm not going to purge them because I think they look really cool. They add on to the overall flow of the wing on these arm parts, and I just think that looks nice. But yeah, we're not even overheating and we're in here, and that's because these arm parts have a stupid amount of cooling.
Mission objective achieved. System switch to normal mode.
But yeah, there's that mission. Let's see here. Let's do another mission with it. With just the Razunga. Alright, let's see. What's another weapon? One thing that you'll find, if you miss too many of the shots with linear rifles, you just won't have enough ammo. You just won't have enough ammo to do your mission. In fact, no, let's do this. Let's equip these. Let's equip the crest. Let's equip the crest howitzer cannons. I don't think I've shown those off yet. So, destroy security force. That would be absolute nightmare fuel to do that mission with these arms. What is a good mission that we can do with just these weapon arms? I think this one would work. Yeah, remove gun
The
emplacement.
target of this mission.
Like all weapon arms, these have two functions. They have the normal. They have the normal
Entering target
Hauser
area.
weapons,
Deploying AC.
and then they have a spread shot Hauser, which is just basically more powerful shotgun.
Main system engaging combat mode.
There is no targeting reticule for these. You have to manually aim them, but they are devastatingly powerful whenever you finally figure out how to aim them properly. Fucking hell. This is what it looks like with the spread shot arms. You can't hit shit with them. Alright, before I die, let's kill these turrets.
Warning, AP 50%.
So it takes 3 shots from the Hauser weapon arms. Would you look at that? We are already out of ammo. So you can kind of see the flaw with these weapon arms. You run out of ammo really fast. And since you can't aim with them, they don't have a targeting reticule. It's basically, you basically have to be up in their face in order for you to guarantee actual hits. It can be a pain in the ass. Let's do another mission. Let's see. I think that we can do this other mission with just these arm parts. Let's see. The ambush strike team one. Let's do this one. I'm pretty sure we can do this one with just these weapon arms. I kind of like this opening schematic. It's kind of neat. It's like, oh no, my friend. And they're like, this is like the only time where you see them acting super badass. It's like, whoa. And then
Raven,
his buddies come up behind him. It's just,
faster than
ah.
expected. They're
When I was a little
already
kid, I
inside.
thought that looked really cool. I just did. I don't know why.
The whole place is set to blow.
I just thought it was really cool looking.
You have to disarm those bombs.
It looks, you see, it looks physically identical to the one fighting game.
Main system engaging combat mode.
Raven, the bombs are attached to the fuel tanks. Be careful disarming them.
Shit. It takes like 4 shots if you do it with the weapon arms in their first deployable mode, but in their second deployable mode it only takes 2. But you're firing twice the
5
round.
targets remaining.
You're basically firing twice the rounds,
4 targets remaining.
but as long as you hit your enemies, it's pretty much worth it.
3 targets remaining.
Those are fuel tanks, that's
Warning,
important.
AP at 50%.
Here we go. And with only 8 rounds to
Targets
spare.
destroyed. Disarm the remaining bombs.
2 targets remaining.
There's no threat. You don't accidentally shoot these.
1 target remaining.
Like, the left bumper doesn't actually do anything. It's only the right bumper that fires these weapons. So you don't accidentally have a chance of blowing yourself up when going to disarm a bomb. Thank God. I can't tell you the number of times I've went to disarm a bomb only to laser blade one of these two tanks and to just fucking die. And it's just annoying. I'm just like, ah, god damn it. But yeah, here you go. Here's a better view of the legs. Since half the time, since in the garage view you can't see them.
Looks like that was the last bomb. Nice work, Raven. We appreciate the help.
But yeah, this thing is hella maneuverable.
Mission objective achieved. System switch to normal mode.
I hope I'm doing a good enough job showing this stuff off. So now we're gonna go back over here. We're gonna go back to our garage and let's see here. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, so now we're gonna go over here, do another mission. Except this time we're gonna click it twice. That should give us everything but the weapon arms, and this should let us keep the normal arms. Yeah, you see, it lets you keep almost everything but the normal weapon arms. And it replaces all the the normal, what you would, excuse me, it replaces basically what you would have with the SO weapons, but it just gives you back all the normal Nexus weapons. You can consider that an upgrade or a downgrade or whatever the hell. You see, you can't equip the same thing, even with these. It just doesn't work. See? You're probably thinking, oh, well, that's such crap. Well, that probably is, but whatever. Alright, so since we don't have any back weapons, we've equipped extra primary weapons. That's what we're going to be doing, and in order to make up for the weight, we have auxiliary boosters. Now let's give ourselves just a little bit, let's give ourselves the good generator. This one is literally pretty much the best generator that you can get. It has the best balanced stats, just about, for a generator. I mean a radiator. This one has this one. Let's just face it. This one is the best generator. It basically has the ultimate condenser capability and the best EN output for what it is. It's heavy as fuck, but that's the only downside to it. Pretty much. And it doesn't matter what boosters you equip with this. Let's see. equip ourselves with some bigger, beefier arms that have more AP. Like these. Okay, optional parts. We do not have a laser blade. Oh, that's such crap. Fuck it. So now we have that. Oh yes, we also have Up Intensify. Let me just go through this. These do not do anything. I do not know what they do. I have equipped all of them at once even, and they don't do anything. Not that I can tell. But that's probably because I have Human Plus already activated through a cheat code by default. But from what I can tell from testing, this doesn't do anything. So we have Up Intensify, Up TGINO, Up EO LAP, Up MASS, OPL TRN Plus. They all don't do anything. Not from what I've been able to experiment with. I haven't been able to find out what they do. Which leads me to believe that they don't actually do anything. Which is very possible that they don't actually do anything. Since some of this stuff in this game with the mod doesn't actually do something.
Combat mode.
The computer is located on the lowest level. Destroy anything that gets in your way.
Yeah, yes, oh my god. These leg parts are almost as vast as you just normally moving around, which that's what pretty much makes them so nice. These leg parts are literally almost as fast as you just boosting. Really concerned about conserving ammo. Like I just said, we have backup weapons for everything basically. We already purged our other rifle. I do want to conserve the ammunition for this one because I don't want to have to purge it just yet. Jesus. They're like real spiders. They're fucking everywhere. so we're not going to purge this one because Samunka will replenish our ammo reserves. We are going to purge this one. I just realized how much pain this is going to be to go in that room. I should have done this afterwards when I had my ammo reserves.
This may take a while. Hold them off.
50%.
Almost there. Come on.
Oh shit. Well, it appears I've run out of ammo. That's amazing. You get the gist of what I mean, though. If I hadn't gone in and cleared out that last room. Oh no. Man. I would have had enough ammo for that. Is the FCF Jammers extension still available in Nexus? Let's check that out. Let's check it out. Let's go right in here. We'll go right in here, and then we're gonna access the mod. Let's check it out. Let's execute, and we'll go and look. Extension. We need to equip some arm parts first. That would probably help. Let's look. We have the Crow. Is this what you're talking about? Is this it? Because we do have this. We have the stealth. This one does work. From my understanding, this actually does work. It does work on ACs. I also have Human Plus enabled right now, so I'll show you that as well. Just for the kicks of it. But yes, we do have the jammer. We'll do this mission where we have to fight 2 ACs, and I'll show it to you right now. But yes, we do still have the Crow. It's been added back in by this mod, and it does work.
Main system engaging combat mode.
Raven. Train.
We'll be arriving shortly.
See, and now he can't aim at me. Ain't that impressive? See, now he's hitting me. Now he did. There's Wildcat.
Opponent will attempt to maintain fixed range.
We can't hold out much longer. Yes. I must destroy everything.
AC Wildcat identified.
This doesn't really work on Wildcat. I was saying this earlier. For some reason, ECM jamming rockets and stuff, they don't work on the recreated AC units. I don't know. They just don't work on. They don't work on Louis Vista, Wildcat, Freebird, any of the other things. Not even ECM jammers or or like the fucking energy jammers work on these guys for some reason. I don't know. But yes, these extensions do work still, and they do work against enemy targets. If you want, I'll pull up an arena match and show you if you'd like.
System switch to normal mode.
Ori, to answer your question, yes, the jammer extensions are still available in Nexus, and they do still work.
A subject involved.
Main system engaging compound. Target destroyed. Mission objective achieved. System switch to normal mode.
workers in the Avalon Valley development
Main system engaging combat mode.
The target of this mission.
Entering target area. Deploying AC.
Main system engaging combat. Target detected to the southwest. Range 500. Warning, AD 50%. Mission objective achieved. System switch to normal mode.